Hey, Coach, welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe down below and click up above. That way you'll be notified of everything that kind of comes through. If you're looking to win championships, if you're looking to have a messy basement like this, but a basement like this, go down over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. It's the resources, it's mentoring. It's the one-stop shop for basketball coaches. Go over and check it out. Have a great day.
Okay. So knowing your team, I think it doesn't change from what I told you before. You're going to have man principles, and you're going to teach them man, and you're going to place them man, and you're going to pressure when you're in that man. Like, you're going to get up in their faces. It's ball pressure. It's no easy looks. It's making them put it on the floor.
Can I add one thing? My team is not as athletic as the teams you've seen I've had in the past.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you that right now.
You're going to have to zone more then.
So what percentage should I expect?
I think it's no different than I told you before. I think it's 70-30.
I felt like last time you were more like 60-40 with the team I was telling you.
Well, I was thinking you were athletic like the teams I've seen in the past.
No, not as athletic as the teams of the past.
And you got to run people off the line and probably a matchup.
Okay, so would you say 60-40 is not a good number, or 70-30?
I would say, well, I don't think it's going to be a perfect science either way.
Okay.
But I would say
I am not as athletic as I've been.
Yeah, I'd say more 70-30 probably.
Okay, 70-30. Okay, 70 man, 30 zone. Okay. Yes. More zone than ever. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So,
and what zones you would say the 2-3, the 3-2?
I would say a 2-3 if you're really tiny, and maybe a 3-2 if you can a little bit.
Okay. So go with your lesson.
2-3. That was my first gut. Is you got to protect. Okay. So the matchup here is, so everyone's got to have someone. You notice right now, this person doesn't have anybody. Right? So the ball's here. They're kind of matched up. But this person, that's okay because it's the distance that has to go across. Okay? So the way I run it is that the ball goes here, you're basically matching up. 4 comes out. This person comes here, they sink, and it's just like you're in man. Right?
I'm seeing it, okay? I see that.
It's basically just like you're in man. You're matching up and finding a specific value. So then when they go to the corner, if this ball goes to the corner, there's really no movement, right? If this person flashes, this person's going to jam. If he drops down, he's going to jam. If he comes up here, well, this person can guard too. So you're always going to guard your location. Now, a different way of doing this is the ball's here. What I've done in the past is, let's say that one's over there. The 2's kind of matched up with 1. 1 is kind of matched up with 2. 5 is matched up. And this is 2 passes. So it's just like your man principles. What are you when you're 2 passes away? You're in the help line, right? So
yep.
3 is going to be in here anyway. If you skip it, 3 can come out and close out. What I do sometimes is rather than sit here, I have 4 kind of sit in that area there. So they'll creep up, and then that will have to be a lob pass. If you're trying to take that shot away, it's a good way to kind of take it off. The key is these guys want to be really aggressive on the ball. They don't want open 3s. And so let's say 4 goes here and then 4 drives. Well, 5's got to step, 3's got to sink, 3's got to come over, and 2's got, just like in your man principles, in a matchup, all those principles apply. And then once the ball gets out, then everyone's got to re-bump back. So those kind of rotations are pretty easy, right? The ball goes here to here. We're in a 2-3. The kicker is what happens when, let's say 2 has the ball and passes it to 1 and cuts.
Yes. What happens then?
That's the kicker. So one stays with two until he can hand them off because two's on ball at this point, and then he's going to hand them off at this point to three, right? And then you got a bump. One comes up here, two bumps over. So it's the bumping process. You're never going to leave the ball ever when you're in a matchup. Okay, so let's come back here again. So one is going to stay with him until he can hand him off to three. Now, three can guard two people at this point. One can come back and bump two. Two can go over here. So you got to do some small-sided game stuff with people cutting through the basket. But you stay with them until you hand them off and say, John, you got him. And then you come back and then you bump one across. So
I see.
You really have not changed your locations yet. So let's do a different one. Let's do a pass to the wing. Okay, so Forrest here, we're here. These guys, here's your 2-3. Ball goes from 1 to 4 and then cuts. Okay.
Okay.
3 is going to stay until he can hand him off to 4, and then he can jump on the ball. We just don't ever want to leave the ball until that matchup happens. Now, worst case scenario is this happens. 4 becomes part of the top, and then 4 is got to play up here. Especially if you're tiny, it's okay. Right?
Show that one more time, please.
Yeah. So you ideally like to do the handoff, but if you can't do the handoff, you're going to go with him. So 4 has the ball, 4 is guarding, 1 keeps cutting. Well, he's not going to drive baseline because he's cutting through. Or if he cuts opposite, he hands off and then he pops back up. Okay, and then the bottom guy there will have him. But if he goes here, fine. You're just going to stay with him, and then 4 is going to end up taking the top.
Got it. So if he had, I got that part down. But if he had gone all the way through to the left.
Yep. As soon as he gets there and the ball's over here, then he's not going to go past probably midline. He's going to hand him off, and then he's going to pop back up.
And he's not covering anybody.
He will eventually, because then the bumps got to happen, right? So he's got, as soon as he's not guarding someone, he's got to bump away. Usually it's away from the ball.
Okay, but see, right now the ball's on that wing, right?
Oh, and he's isolated.
Right. Okay, so why would you move somebody way over to the left?
Well,
if the ball's on the right,
like this, right?
Okay,
so the bottom
I see that.
Got here. The top guy's got here.
Oh,
and you got here.
I can't see your head. Sorry.
Yeah, so you saying there's 3 guys on this side, and you got kind of an isolation over here.
Yeah.
Helpline.
Okay, so you hand off, but you stay in your man principles.
You do.
Okay, hand off, but stay in man's hand off, stay in man principles.
And the key is, and I'll send you a handoff that I've used in the past. It's really good on this. It kind of goes some of the principles. I got a couple of them. One's better. I'll label better on the better one. But the key is community. They got to talk even more than man. But ideally, so let's say we go back to the original 2-3 here. Ideally, we don't want him. Where's my marker? We don't want 2 to leave this spot. Ideally, we don't want him to keep going and going. We want him to be able to hand him off and then to bump. So when you're doing small-sided, and there's some drills in there, you want to work on that handoff and the bump. And if they got it. You're telling them it's like this. And those are horrible ellipses, but ideally you do not want to leave those areas.
Where's the ball right now?
Well, it doesn't matter. Let's say the ball's there.
Okay.
So 2, we don't want 2 to leave this area.
Correct. You just want him to hand off.
We want him to hand off. And we want 1 to stay in this area if at all possible.
Okay, so what's the
five is going to go out of the paint, ideally. Because even if the ball's here, this other high post would be probably the 2-man, and the 4-man would be in there.
Can you go back to the original?
Yep.
What? Okay, where? Okay, the ball's there. What should be the positioning of the top guard up top, other than the guy on the ball? The guy on the ball should be on the ball, right?
This
Should be
guy
in
should
his face.
ball.
Yeah, pressure.
Well, okay, you want to be able to run him off, so it's going to depend, but you want to pressure him because you want to take driving lanes away. You don't want it to look like I can go this way.
Okay.
And the same thing here. This guy has to be able to kind of get up in here, but also I don't want him to look like he can drive. So
okay,
kind of that, if I could stand, it's kind of that I'm going to fake and then I'm going to recover. I'm going to fake and recover. So if 4 is right here, 4 is kind of jabbing. He wants to make it not look inviting for 4 to drive.
Is the middle guy, that guy doing the same? The top guy?
This guy's doing the same.
Yeah.
This guy, I tend to run it, kind of let him kind of go up and down in here just to make it not look as inviting.
Got it. Okay. Ooh, I like this. You want to keep them in their spots. You want to hand off. Sometimes you do have to go with them. You want man principles and a lot of talking.
You sell it to the players in the sense that they won't have to move as much. Like usually, if you're a man and this guy cuts, you're following him all, and you're running all around. You're telling them we don't want you to. You got to follow, and you can never leave them until you hand them off. But we want you, in that region. I don't want you to have to leave that, so you won't have to work as hard. You run them off the 3-point line and you protect that space. It works.
We don't want you to leave. We don't want you to leave. We want you to protect.
Yeah. And I got to wrote some rules down.
Oh, this is awesome. You need to come up with a course. This is your next course.
Yeah, in the 4 hours that I'm sleeping. No, just kidding.
yeah, I got you.
No, but I think that, yeah. So I'll send you those handouts, and then I think that will help a lot. And there's some drills in there to kind of break this down into small sets. Now, you can do the same thing here. So this is what we didn't talk about. I don't need these guys right now. So you can run this out of the same thing here. So let's say they go, let's put the 5 inside here again, okay? So it's again a matchup. This guy has to sink. Now, the way I run my matchup out of a 3-2 is when the ball goes, this guy sinks, the ball goes. So if the ball's in the corner, it's a 2-3, and then as the ball's up, he comes to the top.
Whoa.
Going up and down. That way it's taking away the middle, and the matchups tend to be a little bit easier.
Whoa.
Yeah. So ball's here. Let's put a person here and here. Okay. Well, I got here. I'm here. This 2 would sink in here. But as the ball gets swung to the thing, then 5 is. So then it becomes a 2-3. Everything becomes a 2-3 when it gets below the free throw line. But when we run our 3-2, otherwise this guy kind of gets lost. He has to guard high post.
Okay. That guy drops. Who takes the middle blue right there?
Yes.
Who takes that guy? Who takes that guy?
So the ball's here. 3 would be here. 5 would do that because 5's dropping, right?
Okay.
5 would find that person.
Okay.
Even if it's high block, because these 2 are already here. He's going to take closest guy, and he's just kind of working. What I tell the 5 in the matchup is you're working this middle part in here.
So I just need general principles because then I could do it with any defense.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it with a 1-3-1.
Okay.
Just because I think the matchup wouldn't work as well, but I would definitely do it with any 2-3.
Can you show the matchup against a high-low?
Sure. So I'll do the 2-3 one again.
Yep.
Okay, so 5, 4, 2, 1, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Like this.
Yep.
Right. So ball's here. Okay. One kicks to 3. Okay.
Well, who's got the ball?
One's going to have the ball. Three's going to come.
Okay.
It's going to be like this.
Ah, okay. That's what I wanted to see. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
So we don't want the two is going to have to take the high post. Or if the ball had gone the other direction and all of a sudden, so wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're like this again. Okay. And we're here and maybe we're on that side, then it's the same thing. Ball's here and it goes to here. One's going to take this high. The other guard is going to take the high post. The bottom guy is going to take the wing and the 5 is going to take the post.
Okay. Hold on a minute. Okay. How about on an overload?
Okay. And it's like this, same thing.
Got it. Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
You
totally.
can see the spots, most offenses fall right into what you want it to. You know, yeah, the overload isn't any.
And so with my team, you would run. Okay, so if we go like 30% zone, would we be running a matchup?
70% zone, you mean?
Oh, you were saying 70% zone?
Oh, I was saying 70% zone and like 30% man.
Oh, see, I'm so glad I asked. I was confused. I thought you were telling me to go. I was like, really? Really?
So 30% man, and that 30% man would be aggressive, trapping, pressuring, full court, chaos, causing problems for you. Yeah. That's what
okay. So this is very important. You're saying 70% zone, 30%. And of that 70% zone, what percent of the time would I be in this matchup zone would you recommend?
all.
Really? Okay. You really like the matchup zone.
Regular zone. They'll just stand in their spots and at the D I would because you're keeping man principles then.
Yes.
Who are you guarding? Like, you know, if they're lined up like this, I don't know, like this. So say they're lined up like that, and the ball's here. Who do you have 2? Who do you have 4? Who do you have 5? They should be able to point, and I will initially that first week just make them like we'll go like this. All right, who you guarding? Like, all right.
Okay, wait. Put that ball right at the top again. One more time. Right there. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So right there, if we're in man principles, that like it will look like that.
It will. This would be like in here. Yep. But they were.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
Yeah. So somebody's got to take the ball. Somebody's got to take a wing. Okay. So 3s and 4s are tiny, like you said. They're guards. They're quick.
Yeah, they're guards. Yeah.
So they should be able to anticipate. But at any point, like I tell them, my grandma's dead and she can guard air. So stop guarding if this happens, like here's your overload. Okay. Well, if 3 stays over here, they're gonna get talked to because they're not guarding anyone.
Right.
Guard somebody. You can always go back to the spot. You're protecting. You're always have to protect your home spot, but we don't want to leave someone open. So you always got to guard the closest guy to you.
Ooh. Okay. At what point? Okay. As the ball, let's say this is not a fast break. They're bringing up the ball. At what point do you initiate the actual man principle?
Right here. So 4 I wouldn't pick up. I don't want this too open. So, you can start like this too. Like that. I can start like that. And then if they're one's bringing the ball up, and then you just say, okay, whatever side whatever side they go, I didn't do the right number, but it doesn't matter. Whatever side the ball goes, 2's taking it.
Do you like that initial
in the team? Some kids that's easier for them, so I'll test it.
okay.
And it also makes doesn't look like I can dribble in here. So again, it looks a little daunting.
Okay, there may be a little favorable wrench, shall we say. I may have
6,
some
7,
extra.
40.
No. I'm going to be short. I think I'll let you know if that happens, but I don't know if the transfer will happen, but there may be a chance I'm a little more athletic than I think. There's a small chance. Where would you go? Would you still stay 70-30? Hello?
40, 50, 50.
I couldn't hear you. I lost you.
So if I become more athletic, I would closer to 50-50 or 60-40.
Okay, got you.
I mean, you're small and not athletic.
Small, not athletic. We're going 70-30, a little more athletic, 60-40, much more athletic, but still tiny, 50-50. Okay. Is this me or you? I'm losing you for seconds. Might be me. Let me get off this.
Might be you.
I can hear you. Hold on.
I'm in the basement, so it could be me.
Hold on.
I don't think it's me, but
can you hear me?
I'm good.
Hold on. You went out for a second.
I can send because I got it as live. I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna put these things.
Test. Yeah, I'm live.
Hold on 1 second. For some reason, I was losing you. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you better now. Okay. Oh, that's marvelous. Okay. Well, that was the main.
I'll send you the main. Look at them too.
What's that?
I'll send you the handouts. I'll send you the handouts so you can look.
Please. And can you send me that 2-2-1 thing too?
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot.
It's okay. Last question, and for this looks like it's going to take about a week and a half to work.
Yep, you're going to start in man. Remember what we talked about? You're going to start with your man principles.
Then so man for a few days. Well, we've been working on man in the off season, so
we're just and then we're going to call it. We call it a matchup because you basically say we're playing zone, but we're really playing man. That's how you sell it.
I really love this. Okay, great.
Because it's called a matchup zone. You should be matched up with someone. And I tell them it's not your second grade CYO 2-3 zone.
It is not. Okay.
You got to be active and running off the lines and all that stuff.
All right, send me everything you got. Appreciate you so much, man. When can we do this again? When are you going to have time?
I'm going to the Packer Bear game this weekend, so I'm busy this week.
No, I'm talking like in a couple weeks or
weeks for sure. I'm sure I'll have. Thanks for watching, Coach. Make sure you go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Make sure you subscribe so you get notified every time we come back on. But you will not be disappointed with teachhoops.com. 14-day free trial. Let's go check it out. Have a great day.